Oh, it is absolutely perfect out today. The monsoons are gone. Of course it is. Of course it's absolutely perfect because it's a work day. So why would the powers that be save that rain and the monsoons for the times that we are sealed inside of our places of business? I never understood the karma that people are suffering when it comes to monsoons on your days off. So, anyway, I have a beer. I have the sixth beer of the monthly celebration of my birthday, number six. So let's open the bags, the Kevlar bag, and oh, wait, wow, from Drekker Fargo Nodak Brewing Company, Monkey Business Braaaaains Double Fruit Smoothie Sour. And on the side of the can, Braaaaains. Contents 1 pint. Ale with banana, lime, tart cherry, sea salt, lactose, and vanilla beans. Brewed and packed by Drekker Brewing Company, Fargo, North Dakota. Government warning: don't try to set up a post-apocalyptic camp if you're drunk and pregnant. Gimmicks: banana, lime, more lime, tart cherry, more tart cherry, sea salt, lactose, vanilla beans. And there is an actual signature on the art for the can. Artwork by punchgut.com. Okay. All right, now you guys get to see the can because the can is a freaking work of art. Did I find a alcohol by volume? 6.4% alcohol by volume. Okay, now you guys get to see this awesome can. That's your first impression. Then of course there's brains and even more stuff on the sides of the can, and even more, and logos, and etc., etc., etc. That is a great can. That is an awesome can. So, since it's a double fruit smoothie sour, I am going to invert the can gently. I do apologize. Remember, it's far too quiet in my neighborhood for any of the sound dampening devices that would have gone on the dime of the airline commission out there at O'Hare. So remember, this is the quiet neighborhood. So anyway, let's crack this thing open. We're of course going to be drinking this in the Czechoslovakian pint glass because this is a great big old pint can. Okay, it is not beer colored. I'm looking down the can, not beer colored. Let's give it a pour. First one in days that actually stayed pouring from the lip of the can rather than going down the side of it. And it is thick and viscous and cloudy and sort of red. And I'm sure that there is sediment in this beer. That is definitely looking like a fruit smoothie rather than a beer. So, and well, I love sours though, so let's give it a try. I also love this can art. That is so much fun. You don't know if it's Duke because of the little curls at the top. There's also like eyeballs and branches and stuff floating around in it. So yeah, it's so gross. I love it. So, alrighty, let's give this thing a try. First off, let's give it a sniff. Well, I smell a lot of different fruits, but I did zoom in on the cherry and I zoomed in on the banana. And then they sort of combined into this generic fruit smell, sort of, at the same time. So let's dive right in and see what this is like. Wow, that is a lot of flavors. I got a lot of the cherry, and I got some of the banana. I didn't get much of the lime. I did get the vanilla. It is an interesting drink. I'm not getting sour though. I'm getting, well, now I'm getting sour. That was a long, slow sour. So let's go back in. A hint of a sour at the end of the swallow. It is effervescent in the mouth. It does react to my tongue, but it is sweet and fruity. It is definitely like a smoothie, but it is. I'm getting a lot more cherry out of it than I am the banana or the lime. But I will say, combining those three flavors gives you basically fruit punch flavor, and it's really good. It's, you know, I wouldn't exactly call this a beer flavored beer though. It is not a beer flavored beer. And there, yeah, I can see chunks of fruit floating in the glass, but I'm not experiencing them in the mouth. It's not like I'm going, yeah, there's something on my tongue. No, it's just drinking. Tasty and delicious. Although, I think I might be the only person on the planet to appreciate it. At least I should say, of my beer friends. I don't know of anyone else who would love this as much as I do. It is the mildest sour that I have ever had. I don't even know if I could call it a sour. They are calling it a sour though, and it is good. I'm not getting the sea salt. Definitely getting the vanilla. Not getting the lactose. I am getting tart cherry. Yeah, I am getting more tart cherry, as it says in the gimmicks on the can. Cherry and more tart cherry. So you can pause the video if you wanted to read that closer. Anyway, I'm going to answer the questions. If I saw this in the stores, would I pick it up? Yeah, I would. I would pick this up. I like it a lot, but it really isn't beer. It's more like alcoholic fruit punch. Very tasty. I'm liking it. Genuinely liking it. All right, it's three-quarters of the way through the video. Yes, the microphone is still working. Okay. Um, is if someone handed this to me at a party, would I be happy? Yes, I would be very happy. I would love to discuss this beer with someone who has had this beer. So, Drekker Fargo Nodak Brewing Company. So, it's got to be the Drekker Brewing Company, but Nodak. I've never heard of North Dakota referred to as Nodak, so that's pretty funny. Fargo Nodak. um, I'm going to sit out here probably and enjoy the rest of this fine, fine beverage in this beautiful, beautiful weather. It is maybe 70, 75 degrees at the most. Basically, the weather that we wanted all weekend long, but instead we had monsoons. So, as I said, I don't know who who is suffering this karma that's making us all have to go with it. It might be the entire country. The rain on the holidays, the Beautiful day on a work day. So, well, at least I get to enjoy a beautiful beer on this beautiful day on my beautiful porch, listening to the cicadas going off and the occasional jet plane going over. So, I will talk to you guys next time I've got an excellent beer to share. Thanks.